Here is the 2025 Toyota Crown Signia Limited in Oxford White. This is all new, basically a lifted Crown sedan, giving us another option for an SUV in the Toyota line. But do we need another one? We're literally competing against each other in the same brand. But I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you may want to choose this. I'm Anthony from Hawkeye Rides. Starting in the front, you're going to get standard projected LED headlights. Going into the limited trim is going to get auto leveling. LED daytime runnings, it's going to configure into the top portion of the grille. The lower part is going to have a more in-your-face grille similar to the Lexus RX and NX with 6.7 inches of clearance, which is around an inch more than the Crown Sedan. The lower gets the gloss black, and when you go limited opposed to XLE, you can actually option features. You're going to get the front parking sensors as well as an option for a 360-degree reverse camera. All of the Crown Signias are going to have the same powertrain, which is a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder hybrid, producing a combined of 240 horsepower, paired to an eCVT transmission. And the first reason why you may want to consider this is the MPGs you're getting, because at this price, getting the luxury that you're getting, think about Honda, Hyundai, even Mazda. You're not going to get something this size getting a combined of 38 MPGs. 39 MPGs for the city and 37 MPGs for the highway. The standard all-wheel drive setup. So you're getting a lot of standard amenities when you go this route compared to anybody in its class. The Limited gives us these large 21-inch wheels. The XLE will be 19-inch wheels. The same gloss black will house the fenders, the lower rocker. The side view mirror will have the integrated turn signals and Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. Going from the XLE to the Limited, you're going to unlock all of the safety features when you option it, as well as a large panel moonroof and a low profile roof rail. So when you're thinking about that Crown Sedan, how they have the lower roof line, they're doing it with the roof rail. So you're actually going to get more headroom and cargo capacity here. But then it does have a trade-off. It will have some of that minivan look, and it's not just practical. You can tow with both trims up to 2,700 pounds. Now I get it, you're not gonna be towing a boat, but you could probably do a jet ski, which it might look a little funny. I mean, let me know what you think about that in the comments. Standard LED taillights. The lower is gonna get the gloss black with the rear parking sensors, and the Limited also gives you a digital rear view mirror, which gives you about 170-degree from the rear. So now you already have blind spots standard, but when you add that, you basically don't have any blind spots at all. Standard power liftgate going into 24.8 cubic feet of storage, which is going to be 1 cubic feet less than the XLE. Bag holders on both sides. Underneath the floor gets a touch of storage. A nice thing about the Crown Signia is you can split fold the rear bench in the back at a 60-40 split. That's going to maximize cargo to 66.1 cubic feet, which is 2.7 cubic feet less than the XLE. But a cool feature is you can fold these up so it won't hit the back of the seats, and it'll fold out flat as well, so it will actually give you a little bit more space for the length. 10-way power seat adjustment for the driver is standard. 8-way power seat adjustment for the passenger, as well as standard heated ventilated front seats, leather seat upholstery, memory for the driver. The new Crown Signia Limited headroom is not going to be an issue, nor is leg room. You have plenty of space, and I'm at 6'3". JBL sound system, that's a total of 11 speakers, including a subwoofer. Auto-dimming rear view mirror and the digital rear view mirror with a long panel moonroof. These are things that you get on the Limited trim. And you're gonna have the gold that will brush down the center, the same as an XLE, with the gloss black for the gauge cluster and the infotainment screen. Both are 12.3 with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Sirius XM, AM, FM, streaming, Bluetooth audio, standard 6 speakers. Now, standard is a reverse camera. We have the upgraded 360-degree reverse camera, which shows the trajectory in the front and the rear. You can also change or take the lines out, as well as clicking this view button right here, and now you have your bird's eye view. Dual climate control settings is standard, as well as a leather wrap heated steering wheel, wireless charging pad, total of 5 USB ports, and the key fob for the new Crown Signia. The gold is going to come back into play with that glossy gray that's going to surround and highlight everything else. Driving mode select, which you have a total of 3 different driving modes, and you can custom the driving experience as well. So I like this because you just simply go into here, go into your settings, and you can make all this as sport derived as you like, or you can keep it eco-friendly or normal. This is going to be soft to touch. It's pushed back a little bit. It opens up as a his and her with a little storage bin, the USB port tucked underneath. And I like that they do this. This is found in Lexus products, so you're getting a lot of that similarity with the driver focus setup, multi-function steering wheel, paddle shifts, and the gauge cluster can go through an array of information for the driver, including changing out the whole layout for the centers. And you can do that on each tier, or you can just simply leave it as a blank space. Dashboard and door panel can figure in together, and it's going to have the soft materials only where it needs to be, one touch up and down for all the windows, with a medium-sized storage pocket. But unfortunately, there's no pass-through, no sleeves for storage, which is also a con for me. For a luxury SUV, you're gonna have space, you'll have the styling for the exterior, storage behind both of the front seats, the 2 USB ports, air vents, cup holders with an armrest in the back, and the door is going to have the same materials found in the front. Heated rear seats is standard with a cup holder or beverage holder in the door pocket. Sliding into the center, you do have some feet space here, but if you sit like this, what ultimately happens is my knees are going to be in the air, and I'm at 6'3". So for a comfortable sit, maybe move it down, share a little bit of feet space, but leg and shoulder space is not going to be an issue because it's a relatively wide vehicle. Headroom with the pano, it starts getting a little bit lower than the XLE trim. 240 horsepower? That's not what this vehicle is meant for. It's meant for great MPGs, all-wheel drive standard. 6.7 inches of clearance, that's also standard. So when you're thinking about the Crown Sedan, you can look at the Crown Signia and you're getting an SUV with more practical use. Turn radius to start off, and we're gonna change this into sport mode, and let's rock and roll. I mean, look how fast. That's around 7 seconds, 0 to 60. Plus 39 MPGs because I am in the city from light to light, meaning I'm going to be stopping every few seconds, and there's quite a bit of traffic. Now, when you change the driving modes, it does change the way the drive is. So putting it into normal is going to drive the way your habits are after the vehicle has recognized you driving for a certain amount of miles. And when you put it into eco, it's going to be a lot more soft. So you're gonna have to really mash on the gas pedal to get the vehicle motivated. Second reason why I would consider the Crown Signia is it's almost like a Lexus. You are still getting somewhat of a savings, but then on the con, I mean, I would consider looking at the NX or even the RX. They're lifted up a little bit when you go into the RX, and it's gonna be a lot more style in the interior, plus 4 years of a warranty, where you're getting 3 years of a warranty standard here. I like Toyota, don't get me wrong. I just feel like when you start throwing in so many SUVs, you start becoming competition in your own brand, and that's what they're doing. They're just trying to fill up the segment so much. Taking me to the last reason why I would consider this, standard features, you're getting a ton of them. And when you go 4 or 5 grand more to the Limited, you unlock any feature you want to add because you can't add anything on the XLE. The seats are comfortable, it's wide enough in the footwell area, so for a long journey it's good. No manual cushion extensions, which is a con to be, no pass-through. Storage capabilities it does lack. But then when I'm thinking about the original Crown, meaning that luxury that Toyota used to bring back in the day, I mean, that was a big vehicle, which they're emphasizing the size, but then we're decreasing in the sense of storage. Cargo is good, towing is okay, but because we're over 50 grand, I would really like to see a base 3,500 pounds, because now you are starting to tip into realms like Infiniti instead of Nissan. And that's why I keep saying Lexus, because who would it compare against unless you're talking about the RAV4 Prime? And when you go that route, that's a plug-in hybrid, which is going to get a lot better MPGs than this. Would I choose this over a Lexus? I hate to say it, I would go Lexus. I would get this as a pre-owned vehicle because it is awesome and it boasts a lot of amenities. I mean, 5 USB ports, standard wireless charging pad, the list goes on and on. However, when you're over 50 grand, I'm expecting a third climate control, maybe even ventilated rear seats. And there's just a few cons that make this stand out to push me into the Lexus line. But what would you do? Let me know in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Check out the next video, merchandise, website, and Instagram. Leave a comment and a like. And I'd like to thank Gettle Stadium Toyota for giving us this 2025 Toyota Crown Signia for our car review.